And it's the life of a rider. And it's the life of a rider.
So let's ride. 100 rolls up in this chopper, ain't no squad when it's time. Say hello to my little friend, motherfucker, aight? If you take one, then I take two, and it's the life of a rider. Calling me over again. Say I'm on my way again. Say it's time to ride, you know I'ma slide, and I'll be your rider again. Calling me over again. Say I'm on my way again. Gotta fight for survival. And it's the life of a rider. I was living on edge, foes up, remember I was on pegs. I'm a rider, give a fuck what he said. My brothers give a fuck what he did. I'ma go and I put it on read. Real loyalty, fucking disguise. I need a real bitch, fuck a menage. Wanna kill shit, ain't never gon' lie. My niggas on go when it's time. Got an AR about tall as LeBron. This bitch go shoot like Kobe. Matter of fact, we gon' shoot like LeBron. I'm an addict when it comes to the beef. This shit is tragic when it comes to the beef. I'ma slay it if I don't get no relief, and I'ma stay up if I don't get no sleep. I'ma grindin' when it comes to the paper. Licking bitches all over they neighbors. 10 bitches all over they ass. Bitch niggas ain't getting no pass. Big booty dick with me. I'ma go hard cause I ain't never been soft. Started with a habit that moved to a brick, brothers double up reels, get this shit off.
Yo, what it is, man. Y'all know what the fuck it is, man. Y'all know what the fuck y'all finna do. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all subscribe, man, because this shit right here, epidemic right here, man. We got Homie Hands up in the building, man. TDFA, man. You don't understand me. So this is episode, you feel me, with MMA fighter, man. So, you know what I mean? We got him up in the crib, man. So, you feel me? It was a good trip, man. You had a good trip?
Yeah, it was cool.
So we gonna get right into it, man. Like, you know what I mean? What do you actually do?
Man, I just do my thing, you know, like trying to ash this. I've been fighting for like 2 years now. I had my first competition about 4 months ago, and since then I've just been trying to get the next fight, trying to just do my thing, you know, like just get it, you know. Just been in the gym every day, every time I'm not working, I just try to do something, you know. Try to better my mind, better my body as much as I can.
Yeah. How long you been fighting?
My whole life, honestly, because I got a twin brother, and my mom's said we've been fighting since we've been in the womb, and there's no doubt about that, because me and him were all grown up. Between me and him fighting each other, probably been in like 2,000-3,000 fist fights. Like, not gonna lie, it was like multiple times a day, every day for years, perpetually just beating the crap out of each other. Like
twin brother, they gonna make So y'all got like kind of like similarities and
it's
shit.
so similar that we'll fight about it, like, and then we think the same. So I'll be like in my room, like knowing there's one more slice of pizza in the fridge, and I'll get up to get it, and he's walking up the stairs with it, and start fighting, like some little stuff. But like I'll have to take a shower, and he'll come in while I'm taking a shower and take a shit, like not want to flush it just to be a dick, like.
That's kind of shit that made you start fighting. So that's basically your TDFA. That's when they fucked around. Yeah. So like at a young age, you say you started fighting at a young age, since y'all can remember. So when did you actually when did your parents say, well, fuck it, man, you got something, you got a real good gift, or did they see something, or did you just?
I always wanted to be like my pops, and he would tell me about growing up. Like, he was a third-degree black belt in Taekwondo, and like he wasn't really all into school and whatnot. Your shit just went out, and he just did his own thing, but it taught me to just like chase what you want to do, not what you have to do. More in the sense because he man had like 20 different jobs in just the 9 years that I knew him, because so. He was working. He worked on Wall Street as a stockbroker. He was a limo driver. He did contracting work. We remodeled people's houses, just him alone. Stuff like that. We remodeled the whole house. We lived in New Jersey from head to toe, just by himself. Like, we'd wake up and in the morning have a new floor in the kitchen. Like.
So was that yo? Cause your parents were like immigrants, right?
Well, my pops was, and my dad, he came from Jordan. He came from Jordan. He was about 22 or 23 years old. He moved to New York, and he just came here for vacation, quote unquote. I mean, I think he wanted to get away from shit back home.
A better opportunity.
And because there's a service system there. So what is it called? You go to the service. So you either go to college, you either go become a cop, or you go to the military. You know.
In Jordan.
Yeah, in Jordan. So he went. He was never really good at school, so he went and became a cop.
And it's mandatory, like up in other countries and
Yeah.
shit. Like that's crazy. So
Which
like
is-
you got to think about it. So even up in the United States, it's like you choose but
What
it's
you wanna
mandatory. So it's kind of like it's not governed. So you know what I mean. So your
Yeah.
pops like basically
But in Jordan,
led.
it's still free. Like people think it's crazy, but Jordan's only the size of Ohio. So you have to have infrastructure like that, because there's not gonna be any structure at all. Like you can be lazy all you want, but just go to school first. Go to the military first. Go to the police academy first. If you don't want to report to your duties, fuck it. You don't. You know, like
I kind of understand
but-
what you're going, because it's kind of
Yeah.
the same. They govern it, but it's the same way. Like they for school or other shit, it's either gonna be that or school.
And my dad, like he went to the police academy. He was a real good prospect. They had a ranked shooting competition, and he was like 19 years old, and he ended up ranking first in the country, in marksmanship. So he was like the best shot in the country, and they were like high hopes for him becoming a cop. But the way he put it to me was like he didn't want to put people in cages. He didn't want to see people in cages. Like no matter what they did, like he was just like a free spirited man. Like he would take his friends 5 miles on top of a mountain range just to see a view and just trick them into going there. Like, hey, let's go. I got
Do
somewhere
you
to go.
ever think like what did you ever ask him why was his motive of doing that?
Well, like he had to go become a cop, and like I feel like he had to do something like his father, like just like his father pushed him to do, like something the right thing to do. You know, like
So that's why you think
it's going
so.
with the system, like what everybody does. Like you got to go do something, and like that's what he like. I
You
guess
think
I go
that's
do
that's
that.
what caused you to start fighting?
No, I think it was losing him in a sense, because after he died, I carried a lot of anger in my heart, and like my peers knew that. And shortly after, a couple years after he died, I wasn't allowed in like the regular school system. I was in alternative schools, so like every day it was like fist fights, kids throwing desks, 9-year-old kids trying to fuck the teacher up. You know, it was 3rd grade, 4th grade. We went through 9 teachers before Christmas break. These kids would just attack the teachers.
Did
Or-
you
or
was
do
you like
crazy
when you
stuff.
lost your dad? Was you like you and your brother? It was just you and your like not you and your twin brother, but I mean like did y'all like bond like closer? Cause I just
I
lost
feel
my
like-
dad yesterday.
yeah.
Like not even 24 hours, so I'm kind of like trying to figure it out too.
Yeah, I feel like it didn't do much to it. Like I feel like if anything, my dad being alive kept us bonding together. My dad forced me and my brother to be brothers and love each other. After that, me and my brother just went our own separate ways for some years. Like I was angry in my heart, and he was angry in his. You know, so
Yeah.
there's no one in between to be like, nah, like you don't have to be angry. And to be honest, like it wasn't until I was about 21, 22, you know, maybe 19, 20, like where I was like finally coming to terms with my dad dying and accepting it as a fact. And the way I did so was like just knowing that like I am a part of him. Like I can live his life on through mine. Like I want to
Yeah.
have to be sad when I can go try to experience everything he did and then some, you know, and then say I lived on as him, you know.
That's the whole point about like this podcast right now, man. Like we going like the TDFA, man. They done fucked around. So like your turning point of what caused them to fuck around. Like what was that for you? Like your turning point to make you just say, hey, I'm finna start fighting. I'm finna get serious in MMA.
It was my mom's dying, because I didn't start training until a year after my mom died. But regardless of the fact, I told myself I wanted to do that. Since my whole childhood, I was getting in street fights. You know, me and my brother were the baddest kids around. Like everyone who was trying to be tough had to get through us. You know, it was a sad part about it. I never picked a fight, never went out looking for a fight, but I never backed down from one. So if you don't back down from one, you're gonna get in a few. And I was good at it. There were instances would be 3 on 10, 3 on 15, and I would be with 2 homies and we would wipe the floor with these guys. So like, and I'm like, okay, I come to a crossroads. Like, I'm gonna get shot out here. I'm gonna get killed out here.
Yeah.
Getting in a fight for what? Because somebody had an attitude. Somebody's talking shit over a bitch, over a bottle, over this, over a blunt. Like, it's not fucking worth it. You know, they shoot at me, miss, hit some girl. Like, what the fuck's the point? You know, like type shit. And I think I had to come to a realization with that. So I just stopped going out. I just focused on work and shit, and then.
Do it seem like people test you more because you know how to fight?
Not at all. I think nowadays, like, people respect it and they look up to it and they like ask questions about it, like you know, like. Because
nowadays it's a rare form. It's like it's an art. Yeah. Like I'm not just saying
it's
just
art.
It's an art because a lot of people ain't fighting no more. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like it's the same thing. Like. With me, it's a difference. Like, I look at shit different.
It's
you know
art,
what I mean?
but
it's an art, but a lot of people ain't fighting.
Breed. Like anybody can pick up a paintbrush. Anybody, you know, like, and it doesn't take much to pick up a paintbrush. It doesn't take much to start choreography and learn how to dance. It doesn't take much to do this on TikTok. But to go in there and you're trying to have a real live chess match with someone who's trying to hurt you. This man's trying to. Here's the way I look at a cage fight, especially in MMA. This is why, like, I could have had my first MMA fight, but I'm taking my time because I want to go in there and do good. I want to go in there and get out safe, because if you take the cage away, you take the referee away, they're stopping that fight at death.
Right.
You know?
Do you go up in there like, what's your mentality?
The fight's not going to get stopped. If it's a stoppage, it's a broken arm, knockout, somebody's choked out, you know, whatever the case, you know, somebody's incapacitated, you know, somebody's unable to move, you know, something, unable to fight.
Right.
If you're unable to fight, what can you do?
So
if you're unable to fight, you can't survive. So you take the ref out, you take the cage out, and all of that. It's a fight to the death, and like you see a lot of guys. I have teammates that go in there. They don't have that mentality. It's a fight to the death. You got to go in there and go. Like, I don't care. It's not a sport.
So take me inside your head, right? So we in a cage, right? You in a cage.
Yeah.
Right now, right? The fucking bell finna go, right? What are you thinking?
I'm tired. That's the first thought. But you put that on. No, I'm calm. You try to. It's really a weird feeling. I've never had a cage fight, but I've had fights, you know, with crowds and people there, and you prepare for it. You have fight camps. I've gone through multiple fight camps. I have a teammate fighting in London at the not the Oracle, the O2 Arena. And it's so much work you put into it that when you're finally there, like, it don't really mean much. Somebody calling me, they got to wait. Don't really think of anything. Like, it's weird. It's kind of a blur, because when you're in fight mode, you're in fight mode. You're not thinking. Like, that's why you train so hard. Like, I train with the karate mindset, like 100 reps. Like, I'm going to work this combo as many times so that when I'm tired, when I'm asleep, when I have nothing, no ounce of courage or energy in my body, I can say to my head, this combo, and throw it, you know, this combo, and throw it. And it doesn't even feel like I'm expending energy, because it's coming from the instinct, coming from just my muscle memory. And, like, I think a lot of that happens, like, it comes with the adrenaline, too, of fighting in the cage, like.
So when that adrenaline going, like, how you feel? Like, you feel like it's a lot that I could, like, take in. Like, you know, a fight, literally, man, is only, like, a street fight, man, you could feel like you up in there for hours, but it's only like 30 seconds at least, you know what I mean? So, like, 2 minutes, you finna beat the shit out, like, 2, and you going around, so, you know what I mean? So you gotta think, like.
That is one thing, because I've come from street fighting, you know, like, all my street fights, no matter if it's 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 3-on-4, 3-on-5, whatever the fuck. You know, we gotta fight a group of people that's all been 2 minutes tops, you know?
Right.
And so once you're in that cage, you step in that MMA ring, you can be the biggest, baddest, toughest motherfucker from the streets. But the second you're in there and you don't fucking try to knock this dude's head off, he's just chilling, and you hear coach go, minute 30 left, 2 minutes left.
It's time to get it
I'm
in.
saying, bro, not even that. You're like, fuck. Because you already tried. You
So
tried to
do you,
do anything.
like-
They're like, it was a street fight. You went in there swinging for the fences. I do it all the time. I'm motherfuckers. I'll go whole round.
How, like your
Not-
upbringing, like I even know your upbringing, so it kind of like they hear it too.
I'm
So you know what I
telling
mean. So that's what I'm saying. Like your fighting style, what is your fighting style like? Who do you compare yourself to, or who do you look up to in MMA?
I'll say one thing. Bones Jones, Johnny Jones got me into MMA. Him, Anderson Silva. I got hip to MMA back in when George St. Pierre and Josh Koscheck were the coaches of the Ultimate Fighter. I think it was season 3, or if I'm not wrong, I don't know.
Do you like Diaz? Did you
He's
just
my favorite? When I first started training,
did you peep out like, okay, so his
That's who I
swag
like
go
to
along
compare
with his
to.
fighting style? You see what I'm saying?
My coaches said, you remind me of the Diaz brothers. You remind me of the Diaz brothers. 'Cause my brother started training with me when I first started.
Yeah.
And like I kind of carried that with me because I have that mentality, that street dog mentality. Like you gotta come with that, because if you don't, like, yeah, you know, you gotta work so much harder because you can pull so much out of your heart that you didn't even know was there, dog. You don't even know was there. More than grit is 10 times stronger than muscle or cardio or any of that, bro. Because you got all the cardio, all the muscle, and that shit can be nothing in the right situation.
And I appreciate, man, you coming down and chopping it up, man, and shit. We ain't done with it, but I mean, right now, this is the right time to say the right shit, right? So, right now, right? You need a fight right now, right? And you an MMA fighter. Who you think, like in your heart, bro, like nigga, just to sum it up, like who you think that needs to come on with it? If you was to call out somebody right now,
You already know I'm gonna call out, man.
who is it, man? Let's get it. This is exclusive right here.
Look,
So,
I'm a real one. I don't like phonies.
right?
I don't like phonies.
Come on with it.
With the ponies.
Yeah.
Don't even smoke no real weed. Look, it's a 17 minutes in. We're already a blunt and a joint in. Look, I spark another blunt after I smoke this joint.
He that kind of fighter. So you one of them kind of
This
fighters.
skinny crackhead motherfucker. I will starve myself for a month and fight Sean O'Malley so fast. What are you talking about? You think he was kickboxer, son? Listen,
So, hold up.
I'm the best kickboxer on
Hold
earth.
up. I just heard a name, though.
Listen.
This ain't the one of them kind of podcast, but
Sean O'Malley.
we ain't throwing nothing up in the air. What you just say?
O'Malley.
Come on, man. Put that.
Sean O'Malley. What you talking about?
Hey, man.
Come
Hey,
get it.
it sound like they done
Come get
fucked
these
around.
days.
They say they done fucked around. It sound like they done fucked around, man. TDFA.
Hey.
It's the right show. They done fucked around.
You thought Cheeto did you wrong, dude? You thought Cheeto beat you up? Shit,
Hey,
bro.
so that was another
Wishing I was
exclusive.
Cheeto.
I could
All
pump
right,
it up a little
back
bit.
to it.
Hey, I could pump it up a little bit, but we ain't gonna. So, hey, man, you got the response. Hey, you know what I mean? Hit it up in the
You got
comments.
48 hours to respond.
Shit.
Yeah,
Now that shit get a little
yeah,
deep. Now, that's what I like. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Hit that, you want to hear some more shit? Now tell me more. Tell me more. So how you feel, man? So you that's like, yo, why is it that you why him though? Like, you know what I mean? Is it like
Bro, I just threw that out there. It never happened. He's way smaller than me.
you think?
Honestly, here's my mentality with it. I'll fight anybody. I'm a dog. I don't give a fuck. Like,
And now you think that's from growing up in New York, and then you moved from
it's
New
from
York.
what I've been through. I don't know. I've seen both my parents take their last breaths before 22. Like, there's people in their 40s, 50s, 60s ain't lost their parents. You know, don't know what I'm going through, and like, I honestly feel blessed to have to go through that young, because it made me who I am, made me a warrior. I would have never walked into an MMA gym, never would have built the gym that I first started training at. You know, if it wasn't for that.
Do you
Straight
think
up.
it's a young you out there?
Yeah.
Like who are you
Really?
summed up? Like a young you is what?
Man.
It's somebody walking around that's waking up every day that
All those
like
kids that like don't know when their next meal coming from. All those kids that are in foster homes don't really got that love and shit. Like, don't really got no one there for them. Really don't know who they can talk to or trust. Like, I was there for years, 10, 15 years. Like,
that's real shit.
like didn't know shit. Like, didn't know anybody, and I like was hopeless. I was hopeless out here, you know. And you know, like, I had to sit and think, because I love to fight. And I want to be fighting. Like, it's something I want to do. And my build, my lanky ass, I had to do something with my body. So, I was in college, like 6 months before my mom died. I went to HVAC school. And she wanted me to do something, so I did that. And, started doing it. And I liked it. It was cool. But then, 6 months into it, she had an accident and she drowned in Lake Erie. And after not having a pulse for like 45 minutes, they got a pulse back, but she was already brain dead. And when she was on her life support, it was Labor Day 2019, and I called my professor and I was like, I don't know, I don't know if I can come back. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna be back. Like, my mom's on her deathbed. Right. He goes, all right, well, I'll see you when I see you. And I'm like, that's odd, you know. His name's Corey Thompson. Nice guy, but I have to throw that out there. You might have to bleep that. But anyways, so he
Is he a fighter?
Nah, he ain't no fighter. He can't last 3 minutes in the ring with me. That's why fuck you. Fuck you, Corey. Hey, I still see your Venmo request talking about rent. Man, get a mortgage. Anyways, put your Venmo on private. I don't want to see how many times you pay rent a month. You got that shit paid in increments, son. Anyways, back to it. So, I'm like, that's odd. I go back to the hospital room. I get a text and a screenshot. The screenshot is my mom's Facebook page. Text is saying, I didn't see anybody about Maureen Abashar being in an accident. Come in tomorrow and pay financial aid or you can't sit in class. Dog, I called him. He said, hello. I said, you made this personal. Put it on speaker, put it next to the beep, beep, beep. All you hear is, oh, I'm so sorry. Gave the phone to my aunt from New York, from Brooklyn. Shout out Rosa. Love you, Rosa. And she was going off. She held back. I gave her that, like, but she was going off. She said, who's you think you is? Like, I can't do a Brooklyn accent to save my life, but there's a lot of yous and guys and.
Is that like, you think like, okay, so I know personally like that New York kind of like, you know, the Brooklyn brawler, right? You remember him? Like the MMA fighter?
The mentality is...
They're like the mentality of a New York fighter. Y'all, they like cocky. They cocky. Like New York people just Jersey, cocky, period.
If you got in a scrap in the schoolyard, you just went to class. In Ohio, you got suspended for a week. If you went like this to a kid, I'll reach across the line and tell him, man, stop playing.
Yeah, that nigga just hit me and he hit hard too. Nigga, you kind of hit me a little hard, but I ain't tripping about that. I was just bullshit. I ain't gonna press no charge. Look, I ain't gonna fight. I ain't gonna fight. So I was just playing. Hey, we got a fighter though.
So right then and there, I was like, I want to fuck my professor up, right? We're back to the story. After he told me he didn't believe me, my mom was dying. So, year goes by, date this girl, move in with her, fucking, it's like an hour away from Cleveland, so I would move away from Cleveland, have to come back to Cleveland, and finally, like, live with the fact my mom's dead, and live in the house, and live in the town, and be around the town, and it's so hard, because you like, oh, last time I was here, I was with mom, last time I was here, I was with mom, oh, mom loves the spot, and you gotta cry at every one of those spots, or you're not gonna get over the fact, you gotta release that emotion. So I'm this big fucking motherfucker. I was like 230, 240, like big fat motherfucker, like fucking everywhere, like. So my brother gets me this job at doing groundskeeping work at this property. They got a few like office building and a few warehouses that they rent out, a couple storage spaces and shit. And one of them was mixed martial arts gym in a little garage. And I got cool with the sensei, and shout out Dave Hansu. He just like, he changed my life, my mentality for real. Like, I started training there, and then
shout out to Coach Dave.
Yeah, and so, you know, ASK Martial Arts in Hudson, Ohio. Look it up. It's the spot to be. I built it, and then there was this big ass garage, and it was filled with shit. It was just like condemned. They're about to tear it down. Didn't have lights in it, plumbing, and nothing, no electricity. And we were like, we could turn this into a banging MMA gym. So let's do it. So we spent about 3-4 months. We spent a month cleaning it out, another 2-3 months renovating it, painting it, you know, and putting lights and electricity. It was just me and Wiz, RP, Sam, fucking Wiz Trezino. He was that dude. He knew everything, dude. Like, taught me how to do plumbing, electricity, everything. Like more than I fucking learned in 6 months in HVAC school, I learned from that man, you know. And we built a gym, and it's been great. I started training there.
So the same gym that you built,
I train at, and that's the craziest feeling. Like it's like I walk
that's
in there.
crazy. Like, but did you know that you was doing that? Like, or it was
No,
just
I
a
didn't
job?
even fathom. It was just a job at first, but then it turned into like me chasing my dream. So like the job was shitty. Like I knew I was turning these units.
Damn.
I was turning these condemned garages into rentable spaces, making my boss thousands of dollars a year, getting paid $11 an hour. You know, never asked for a raise, just wanted to work. And I just wanted to learn and work. I'm like, I don't care. I'm doing this for a year. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna work, and that turned into me training and chasing my dream. And at that same time, I would get off work and start and go to I try to go back to college, right? And the professor was talking shit. Oh, you gonna leave again? Because I left my pen. I walked in for first day, forgot my pen and my backpack in the car, and I was walking out to go get it. And he's like, "Oh, you leaving me again? Really?" And that same week, I started training MMA. And MMA class started at 7:30. College started at 6:30. So there's no way I'm making them both, you know. And so I'd like go skip class one day, go to MMA. You know, and I was like, I thought about it. It's kind of like this MMA thing, right? This is my dream. Like, I want to fight. I'm good at it too. I'm gonna get good. I can get good at it, you know. And I think one day Corey Thompson, the professor, he didn't even talk to me about this. He just sat the whole class down. Right, there's about 5 people who don't even know my fucking name. And he's telling this big ass sob story, telling about he's sorry for fucking not believing me. My mom was dying and shit. He didn't say shit to me. He just wanted to make himself feel better in front of the class. So I didn't like that shit. I was like, you could have pulled me aside and apologized. Then apologize to me in front of the class. And that night I was like, what do I want to do in 10 years? You know? Do I want to sit in fucking air ducts and fucking do HVAC systems so I can make a lot of money? It's good living. Or do I want to be a fighter and chase that dream that I've had since I was a little fucking
Did you
kid?
feel something in you?
I felt it.
Like, that's the craziest part, because I want y'all to understand, too, what he just said, right? He just said that he actually, the same gym that he in, it was just an empty lot, like a building, right?
That big building filled with shelves.
They built the
trash.
building in the same gym that they built. He's
Had to clean it out, renovate
now
it.
and created and started his dream. So that is like the whole point about this podcast. They done fucked around. He had enough sense, man, to say, man, look, man, like, to chase his dream just from sitting there. You know how you be dazed, dog? It be times when a motherfucker be sitting here just dazed the fuck out. Them the times where you be actually just, like, your mind is actually telling you, like, man, like, when you want to be somewhere, and you know what I mean? That's where you need to be at. So, like, a lot of people, man, don't just sit up at this motherfucking, you could hit the like button, subscribe, but just don't waste your time just sitting up in this motherfucker, just looking at this shit. Let this shit be a reason for you to get your ass up and do something in life. Like, this ain't one of them. I ain't finna tell y'all no motherfucking lie. And I'm happy that bro came. This is a person that's coming, man. Like, he gained so much respect for me. Like, you know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, he telling y'all his dream. That's the whole point about this shit. Like, the whole process is not over. You feel me? But this is a starting point for everybody to understand. You feel me? They done fucked around. There's people out there that don't want you to actually succeed in life, man. You know what I mean? So the whole point is, man, that's what the fuck you need to be calling an op. See, I've been hearing a lot of people say op. Only thing a op is right now that you need to be worried about, only op I worry about when I wake up is opportunity. When I wake up, you feel me, in the morning. Opportunity is what the fuck you need to be worried about. I be hearing everybody, bro, because at the end of the day, he's a fighter. How many people fighting with they self, bro? You feel me? You kicking your own ass. So at the end of the day, man, we gotta be aware of that shit. We gotta be like conscious of our environment and what we doing in life, man. And like, he's still chasing his dream, and that's like, that should be like a goal to y'all. Check out his link too. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? We ain't done with it, but you know what I mean? At the same time, like, what's your Instagram?
Easy. Hami Hands. Hami_Hands. HAMI_HANDZ. Hands with a Z.
And I'll post that up on the editing and shit when I, you know what I mean, get it all popping.
Be
and
right
shit be
there. We gonna post it. It's gonna be right here.
You feel me? So anyway, y'all motherfuckers, man, just like it ain't over, but man, I want to finish your story. I want this shit to be original, man. And you know what I mean? Like, so what else is we doing right now? Like, okay, when your next fight? Like, what you got going
currently, So, I don't know what my next fight is. I don't know. It could be a kickboxing, Muay Thai, boxing. It could be a jiu-jitsu tournament. It could be an MMA fight. I'm just trying to get it. I'm just trying to get the experience, get the ball rolling. I know the world's gonna know my name. I know Hami Hands is gonna be a phenomenon. So, you know, like everyone around me knows. They just a little savage in the corner. You know, I got a huge, great fucking team. You know, Rel Haas, fucking. I got Larry, the fucking knockout king. We got fucking Dave the Anvil.
Real is like number what is he?
He's the number one flyweight in Ohio. I think nationally.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
He's doing his
I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I witness.
Dana White right now. He actually get him fucking to fight Cody Garbrandt because Cody Garbrandt needs a replacement. He already knocked.
I witness this right
Get back.
now. Real big shout outs, bro. But I'm gonna tell you, bro. Y'all watch out. Now I'll be the first one on this podcast to say it, bro. Well, it's Baby Tank. Now I mean that with all respect, bro. Like you feel me? Like, bro, he's that, bro. He's that. He's number one in Ohio. And that's for sure, bro. I could vouch for him, and they coming with it, bro. And he's a boxer, but I'm telling you, I know that for sure. So real big shouts out to you, bro. And much love, and we need to get you down here too, bro.
Yes, sir.
So
Congo really, man, it's big bro to me, man. He really took me under his wing, bro. Like, it's crazy because, like, I say, like, real recognize real, and, like, a lot of motherfuckers, like, don't know what it's like to really go through it and really have to sit there alone and, like, fucking go through it. And, like, I feel like when me and Congo met, we both fucking clicked, and it was, like, unspoken.
The ninja.
The fat ninja, man.
Big shout out.
This thing, and, like, I met him 2 or 3 months after he started Fat Ninja, and just to see his growth and know where he came from, I'm proud of that man. You know, like, he really doing his fucking thing. You know, fucking Ninja's worldwide now. Fat Ninja's world fucking wide. We got UFC fighters. They got fucking people and from the UK all the way to fucking Beijing rocking that shit. Like, this shit is really blowing up, and Congo really fucking, he's a man of the people. Like, he just wants to see everybody grow and prosper. Like, he's really a fucking inspiration.
And he's
to have him
humble.
in the gym. He's really a fucking loyal dude because I'm loyal as fuck too.
He's
like,
humble, man. He's a humble dude, man.
The gym, but our outreach is huge, and like, and it all stems down to loyalty. Like, you can reach out, but you gotta know where your home is. Like, shouts out to Aries Combat too, because they helped. When I walked into Aries, it wasn't just a few guys we got now. Like, there's a lot of fucking killers there. Antoine the Giant Slayer was there. He was supposed to be on the Ultimate Fighter, got replaced by Muhammad Usman, Kamar Usman's brother. And last second, right? Because nobody likes his manager. He's a fucking rat. So, anyways,
it's live.
I don't care, man. I'm not gonna drop your name out of respect. You see me at the events, bro. Don't try to shake my fucking head, bro. Like, oh, fuck. Yeah, sorry. That's the mic. It's talking.
Hey, on and popping.
Hey, I need this clip because I'm gonna post this. The podcast is getting lit. My team is amazing. Look, it's not quality. It's not quantity. It's quality. Listen, I'd rather have 10 fucking savages, killers, fucking dogs than have a fucking 100 rinky-dink motherfuckers that just want some truth. Like, get the fuck out of here. Man, I'm saying, like, we gonna blow up. We got some future champions, man. Shout out to Dominic, my fucking little bro, doing his fucking thing, little fucking knucklehead. Man, we be trying to go out. Dominic, man, is about 5'6". Wants to fight everybody in a damn bar and then be like, nah, I'm playing, I'm dumb. Give him a hug and shit. Like,
so it's like, it's camps like, I ain't gonna, No
camps
Rico,
are
no
family.
Rico. It's like camps is basically like, now you gotta understand, like, is it like, I'm trying to
We
understand,
don't
like,
push each other. So
is a camp like, now I ain't gonna say a game, but a clique, you feel me? Like,
it
we
is.
know that y'all
It
ain't
is.
fucking with us,
Everybody
like,
in the
especially
team,
because it's an
we a
aggressive nature,
family.
right?
Like, we ride out for each other. We a fucking family. A lot of times with you guys that come in and get a fight and then don't come back.
So other camps
But there's a
are
core
like
guys.
call out.
But there's some shit like you'd be surprised because the lineage in the coaching structure, like
What do you mean?
Like this coach's dad could have knocked out that coach's dad 30 fucking years ago. So now this main gym don't like that gym, and they both got
understand
pro
that shit.
fighters, UFC fighters. But then it makes the fights lit because not just the fighters are fighting, the crowd's into it. The crowd's like, yeah, that's my boy, fuck you, no, that's my boy, fuck you, and it's crazy. Like I actually got into it in a fight because
Wow.
this dude booed my homeboy. Devon on his debut, and he knocked. He ended up winning my knockout. But when he won, I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" I'm like, "You don't train." I yelled at the dude, "You don't fucking train. You don't know what it's like." Like, sit there.
Do
and shut
people
up.
try
Enjoy
you?
the fight.
Do
Because
people try
don't
you?
boo nobody, because I don't care if you lost, win, or what. You still went through a fight camp. You still got your ass beat for 6 fucking weeks, starved your fucking self, and got in that fucking cage. And 90% of people ain't gonna fucking do that.
So like even the notoriety or just anything like that, or even do some people even think that, like, say if you just out, you out and about and like at gas station or something, it's some asshole. Do people, a motherfucker try you that don't know you a fighter, or like do they, when they find out, like, how is it like the life on the street? Because right now, like, you just posted up, bro,
It's
just
happened.
done pulled up. We doing this interview.
It-
You feel me? Bro, pulled up.
It's
Like,
happened. Look, I don't
Yeah.
even lift. I got them duddies. Look, like Kaepernick.
but do they find, like, how is it though? Like, it's like,
I laugh because.
is it like, do you not want to fight? You know what I mean? Or is it like, do you
I'm less likely to fight. I'll literally be like 420 Highland Drive, sign a waiver. We can fight. You want to fight? Meet me on Wednesday or Friday at the gym at 7:30. Right? And my coach is crazy motherfucker. Dave fucking Abelgraf, he will fucking be like, oh, that motherfucker. He'll be like, set it up. Come to the gym. Make him sign a waiver. Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to. You motherfucker hit his head on the concrete. Motherfucker get slammed on the concrete. You're breaking bones. You're breaking your neck. You're dying out there. For what? Motherfucker go to his car and shoot you? Stab you.
I know Coach
For
Dave.
what?
I met Coach Dave actually through you. Like, you know what I mean? And it's kind of cool, like, everything that y'all got going on, man. And I respect that.
It's a
And
bar.
it's crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I've been through, like, for us to even rub elbows, for me be talking about
It's
MMA
legendary
fight
shit.
or anything about it or anything, like, so I'm actually, like, I'm enthused by it, bro, and I love what's going on. I'm love that I'm able to come up from where I came from and then still rub elbows with any kind of body and just still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still have that same look. And I see it, like, bro, you know what I mean? And I see, like, they done fucked around and
It's a
did something.
blessing.
They done did something. They done fucked around and did
I
something.
didn't just walk in the gym and be like, I want to be an MMA fighter. Like,
And
to
it's
this day, bro would be like, you ain't no fighter. You ain't have your first fight yet. Like, I just went 12 rounds with you guys in the cage.
So, like, you professional, but, like,
it's
it's like, okay, so, like,
I'm technically an amateur fighter.
right.
My
So that's your
team-
amateur record.
My amateur record is 1-0. I'm 1-0 in kickboxing. I had a kickboxing match in April.
Bro,
I wish I had a better opponent. I wish I fought up and weight.
what state was that?
Was it North Carolina?
North Carolina.
Yeah.
All right. So you got another fight, or like, who out your camp is, like, you got any big fights out your camp
Yeah.
or people that's fighting,
shout
like,
out to Seth, the body snatcher, Schaefer. Seth, the body snatcher, Schaefer. Little Mexican. Hey, my boy, get your ass over here. Come on, let's get some sparring rounds in. October's coming up. His first 2 bare knuckle boxing fights in BYB. It's not BKFC, it's BYB. They have the triangle ring, and they started that. And his first 2 he won. Won by knockout. Yeah, he did his thing. He liver shots too. And those first 2 fights, it was just me, him, and a couple other guys constantly boxing. And I got hit with that liver shot.
what is a
1,000
triangle
times.
fight?
It's called a trigon. Instead of a square boxing ring, it's a triangular boxing ring. and it forces you to fight more because it's not square. You know, it's not an open space. So you take one step back, 2 steps back, you're on the ropes. You're in the corner. You know, you take a step back and turn, you're in the corner. You know, so
Well,
you
you
gotta
prefer
get in there.
cage? Have you ever tried it?
An actual fight? No, I haven't been in an actual cage fight, but I've
You
sparred hundreds
prefer
of rounds
cage
in
or-
a cage fight, and it's a different feeling. Like in a ring, you fuck around and feel loose in a ring, but when you get locked in a cage, it feels like some primal shit. It's some animal shit. Like I'm not gonna lie, I had to get used to being in there and not minding the cage. The cage is just a tool to me to run and do a Superman kickoff, to fucking push my opponent up, to trap him against, to whatever. If I thought of it as a cage, me being locked in a cage, I'd get anxiety and I'd lose a lot of energy because the second the round would end, if I'm going another round with this dude, we're locked in there.
Right.
And every time the round would end, I'd be like, unlock that door, unlock that door. If the door was open and I was sitting in the cage, I was fine. I knew I can exit. I was fine. But if the door was locked, it was locked from the outside, and I felt like I was a prisoner. I felt like I was trapped. So like that you feel the testosterone pump up more when you're in that cage, and it's a crazy feeling. You
That's
know?
understandable. I understand
Yeah.
that. So right now, at this point, man, they done fucked around. We know what they done fucked around and did. And they done created a savage, right?
Savage. Life done
Like-
created a savage.
And coming up the streets, you want to give any shout outs from where you from?
Shout out to Lyndhurst, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Bergen County, New Jersey.
Big up.
Shout out to Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to Raise Me.
Cleveland. Big shout out to Cleveland. They've been showing love, too.
To the Academy of Soaring Ryu, ASK Martial Arts, my home gym. Shout out to my second gym, my other home gym, Aries
Yeah.
Combat Academy. Shout out to Dave Graff. Shout out to Dave Hanzu. And shout out to Steph. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all my coaches, man, that just pushed me and inspired me and just fucking got me to where I'm
right
at.
now
This
at
is the
this-
fucking beginning. We're about to
Right now, at this point, they done fucked around and created a monster.
A monster, a beast.
So look, TDFA, man, and on one note, man, that I just want you to understand, like, so where do we go now? Like this is the whole point. Like a lot of people, man, with these podcasts, they get a motherfucker when they up here. You feel me? We already know, but that was the whole point. This is the steps. Like I ain't finna get a motherfucker up on here when he like, yeah, but we finna watch this shit progress. You
Yeah,
feel me?
it's a start.
I ain't finna post no
We'll see the
shit.
growth.
You feel me? So I want to know the TDFA, bro. It's all about prospering, bro. So they done fucked around and created some monsters, bro. Whatever you got up in your heart that made that it's all right, bro. Just take that same motherfucking whatever it is up in your heart.
Listen.
Take that shit, bro, and you gotta put that shit somewhere, right?
Find what you like to do.
Right.
Find your dream. Find your passion. And put all your excess energy into it. All your negative energy, all your positive energy, all your creativity, put it into it. And you will surprise yourself how far you grow and how far you go. Because at the end of the day, you ask anybody who's 98, 100 years old,
Right.
they would tell you 3 things. Don't have no regrets.
Mm-hmm.
Find the love of your life and keep it. And honestly, chase your dreams. Do what makes you happy.
You fight
Every
more.
day.
Do you fight more just knowing that, like, is that like your drive? Knowing like, okay, I'm on my way, and like your man.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I'm human. Like, this is my dream. I want this more than anything. But there are times where I'm busted in my head, and I'm like down and out. I'm like, oh, I want to fight no more. Oh, if I don't fight before I turn 25, I'm not doing this and that. Like, everybody has their own fucking journey and their own time span. You know, like, I'm young as fuck. Like, we doing this. Like, I don't want to regret nothing. And if I don't do this shit, I'm gonna regret life. And I'm not trying to regret life. So I have to do it. At the end of the day, like, this is what I'm built to do and what I'm made to do and what I'm born to do. And once you find that, it's kind of hard not to do what you're born to do. And I'm blessed to know what I'm born to do at such a young age, because a lot of people don't find that till it's too late. Or they find it and they only have a couple years to fucking grasp it. And I got
A certain, yeah.
I got a lifetime, you know.
And that's what's up, man. Because you know, man, it's actually to the point where we just ain't sit. We on the couch right now talking about prospering. So everybody that's on the couch don't mean you got to get your ass up now. Bro on the couch because he came out, man. We trying to do something, man. And I'm glad that you came out, man. It's TDFA, bro.
Yes,
They done
sir.
fucked around, man. It's the podcast, man. Mike Donald, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit that like button. Y'all subscribe to this. We gonna have all the links. Hey, man, if y'all going after a dream, bro, this is what we saying, bro. We ain't perfect. Like, shit, nigga, we gon' listen.
Take it
Bro,
in
same
your
way there's motherfuckers sitting around here and just like, you feel me, and kicking it, we gonna kick it, right? You feel me? This is here. This is ground zero. You feel me?
sir.
For the real, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So, bro came through, bro. We ain't, you know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna give you the real, but at the end of the day, bro, same way you sitting up there with your homeboy, it's cool. And y'all could plot and plan, bro. Instead of like, bro, we ain't talking about scheme. We talking about plot and plan,
I'm talking
not
about your
scheme.
feelings. Y'all
You
ain't
feel-
never too fucking mad to talk about your feelings. Talk about what y'all going through. Don't hold on to that shit. Like, that shit ain't gay. That shit ain't sus. That shit ain't phony. Talk about what you going through. Like,
And
get
it's
that
a
shit
lot.
out of the system.
It's
Don't
a-
hold that shit in.
That like and then I think it's a lot, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We you know what I mean? A step forward, bro, is better than a step backwards any day. So I just want y'all to know that, man, and you know what I mean, y'all stay tuned because it's not over. And then I just want this to be a stepping stool, man. Every podcast, I mean, every episode, man, y'all check it out, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Go check out Meech Go TV. You feel me? That's little bro. We popping, bro. You feel me? Y'all check out a lot of other shit that's gonna be subscribed. You feel me? But other than that, man, TDFA, bro, I pretty much, man, I love the interview, bro. I love what you did, bro. And you know what I mean? Like, y'all come check it out, bro. TDFA and music, man, and media, bro. We doing it, bro. If y'all got, bro, if they done fucked around, come tell me about it, bro.
For my birthday,
You feel me? Cleveland, bro. Cleveland show me love. Hey, bro, it's big love in the O.
Cleveland way better than Columbus. I'm out
It's
here.
big
All I
love.
see is Confederate flags and I don't even know, Ohio State University O's. That's all I see everywhere. It's cool.
It's big O's, but I'm a Michigan fan, though. But, you know, I got love for the O.
He don't even feel safe being a Michigan fan out here.
I got love for the O.
Columbus is.
Huh? I got love for the O, and they got love for me. You feel me?
I'm gonna take my ass back to Cleveland.
Let me go with you.
No, Cleveland. Let's go.
All right, man. But look, I appreciate it, man. Y'all tap in, subscribe,
Stay
hit that
safe.
like button, man. Stay
You know what I'm saying?
safe,
Chase
stay
your fucking
dangerous.
dreams.
Hey, man, TDFA done fucked around. Tap in. Hey.